Okay, this is the one. I can feel it. I can feel it. Hi there. I'm gonna start this video off by saying something controversial. I like people. Yes, I'm talking about human beings. Those creatures that we all say we can't stand, when in reality, we all are people. The fuck was that? No, but seriously, despite all of our faults and flaws, I actually genuinely like people. I think we're interesting. Pardon my hair, I just woke up and I don't really feel like doing anything to it. I mean, come on, we're mammals. Everybody loves mammals, right? They're my favorite class, mammalia. I mean, you like to people watch, don't you? You know what I'm talking about. You're sitting somewhere, maybe it's on your front porch, maybe it's out in public, maybe it's just looking out your window and you see somebody or a group of people interacting and you just watch them. Just to see what they do, maybe even with someone else and you're commenting on their lives, or you're just talking to yourself like I do. And you just go, hey, look at that guy, what the hell. But hey guys, I actually have a challenge for you this time. I want you to try and do something, I don't know if you've already done it, but try and think about people from a non-human perspective. Try and look at the world as if you're not looking at it from your eyes, from the eyes of a person. Try and look at people like they're creatures, like they're just another animal on this planet, like a bear or a dolphin or a mud shark.
The Mud Shark Dancing Lesson.
How do you describe people? As if you were, say, an extraterrestrial. Well, the first physical thing I notice about people just visually is how vertical we are. We're a very vertical species. I mean, look at us. Woo. It's like even the fat ones of us, we're still, you know, much taller than we are wide. Think of like most mammals, you know, mostly four-legged mammals that like, you know, scurry around the ground. They're horizontal. They're walking like this, and their head's in the ground. I guess this is an anteater for how long the freaking head is. But like they're walking like this and their head's in the ground and they're sniffing the ground. They're so much more literally down to earth than we are. We've got our head in the clouds. See, there's expressions for these things. Cliches can be useful. As such, you know, animals are more concerned with earthly goings-on than we are, and we're more concerned with, well, whatever having your head in the clouds means. Heaven, I guess. God, I guess. I mean, you don't see animals worshiping gods. I mean, I guess it should be specific. Animals to the exclusion of humans. Of course, most of the time when you hear the phrase animal, you know, you automatically think animals to the exclusion of humans, you know. You just kind of throw out that notion, just even subconsciously, that humans are animals. But it's true. And we like to forget that. We like to forget all these animal tendencies that we have. We can't avoid them. Nah, man, we're animals. We're just as crude and crass. What makes people different is our ability to pretend we're not animals. Not that we're different from animals, it's that we're so fucking good at pretending we're not. We gotta wear clothes and you know, we gotta bathe every other day. Well, every other day for me. We can't just eat food, we have to cook it first. Ugh, I can't eat meat that I can see its face. Lobster freaks me out, you know? Man, I don't need no stupid woman in my life. MGTOW, men going their own way. That's the way I am. See, look how productive I am. I only got 3 hours of sleep last night, and look at all that I can accomplish. Poo-poo humor is gross and crass, and is not to be allowed. You see, these are all examples, and there are many more, of ways in which people avoid their animal nature. And that also ties back to religion and belief in God, by the way, as a way to escape our animal nature. If you're familiar with Christianity, well, think about like the 7 deadly sins, the 10 commandments. They all seem to have this common theme that they're all like animalistic things, you know. Don't murder people. Don't disrespect your parents. Don't worship a god that isn't the particular god that we're talking about right here. Don't sleep around on your wife, which, by the way, science has shown that humans are not fully monogamous creatures. Big surprise. Yeah, that's what you should say to your girlfriend. She catches you cheating, or you're the girlfriend and he catches you cheating, you just go, you know, hey, humans are not scientifically monogamous creatures, you know. Just use that old I'm only human excuse, which is pretty much it's an I'm only an animal excuse, you know, by the way. What are the 7 deadly sins, man? I mean, gluttony? Gluttony's a good thing. It means that you have resources that you can be proud of, so you can partake in consuming a lot of them. Pride, well, usually if you're proud, you got something to be proud about. Envy, wanting something somebody else has. Well, fucking dogs do that. Like back home, you have 3 dogs. You give one a bone and not the others 2. And not the other 2. The other 2 are gonna be fucking jealous, and you'll see it on their faces and in their actions. That they're gonna try to either apprehend that bone from the dog that has it, or they're gonna look at you like, what the fuck, how come I don't get one? Or both. Well, anyways, I'm not gonna go through all that. I just wanted to bring that up as like another way that we try to think we're not human. I mean, it's interesting looking at what people throughout history have said defines humanity, like what makes humans different, what makes humans special. You know, sometimes religious leaders will say it's because we have a soul and we have an opportunity at an afterlife, whereas the animals don't. Some people will say it's our great ability to use tools and build civilization, which that one's a little shaky because every chimpanzee tribe that exists out there uses tools, has shown evidence of exhibiting tool usage in one way or another. I mean, fucking crows use tools. You should look up the Japanese black crow. It does some crazy fucking smart things. It's cool. And then of course there's a pretty good argument. Intelligence. That's what makes people different, is our ability to think and stuff. Well, it is true. As far as we can tell, humans are the smartest creature in the universe that we know of. Really. I mean, goddamn. Think about it this way. Humans we're part of the universe. And yet we have the ability to ponder about the universe. It's the universe pondering itself. That's how awesome humans are. And then there's language. Okay. Humans share a unique aptitude for language. And don't you fucking start with me about how dogs communicate to each other and dolphins have a series of dozens of squeaks that they all understand. No, that doesn't count. Okay, that's communication, or it's some form of primitive language. Okay, but no, I'm talking about human language. I'm talking about legit, bona fide language. I'm talking about being able to see something that you've never seen before and coining a phrase for it, both verbal and written. We have written language, they don't. And right away be able to attach that concept to a given verbal phrase in your mind, something you've never seen before. Just like we can coin a phrase at any given time. I mean, you can, right now, come up with a sentence that has never been said before in the history of the English language. The orange piano ran laps around Lady Gaga's vagina. You see, that's a human ability. We can describe new things that have never been thought of before, have never been experienced. And that's where human language comes into play. Because all animals, no matter how complex they can get with their quote-unquote languages, they can only describe experiences that have happened. Okay? But what humans can do with our languages is we can describe things that have never happened. We can talk about what will happen, or what might happen, or what could happen, what should happen. We have a concept of should, for God's sakes. We have a concept of would. This would have happened. All expressible in our languages.
If you understand language, if you understand how people talk,
we can tell fictional stories. Okay? That's the miracle of human language. Humans have art. Humans have music. So yeah, you can sit there all day and point at all the nasty shit humans do. You know, destroying the environment for other creatures the world over for, you know, the last couple hundred years. You could point at horrible things we've done, you know, like slavery and the subjugation of women or certain races, depending on which society you happen to live in at the time. But you have to realize that while yes, it did take humans to do something as awful as slavery, it also took humans to figure out that slavery was wrong. So, I mean, for every Hitler we've ever had, we've had hundreds of millions, billions of people who could look at what Hitler did and say it was wrong. No. On the whole, I think the human race is awesome. So in summary, what makes us different from other animals is that we deny that we're animals. And that is also what makes us awesome. Because when we deny our animal nature, when we talk about how much we hate a rapist or a murderer or something like that, we are showing exactly why humans are good, are a net positive, in my opinion. It's not because we do things wrong, it's because we can realize that we've done something wrong. Or so we think, but that goes into the topic of morality, which I will discuss in a later video, so look out for that one. That one's gonna be a good time. Have a good one, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that motherfucking like button and smash that motherfucking subscribe. Even if you're already subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe again. Like I'm not kidding you. Like, click the button to unsubscribe, then immediately click it again, double click it or whatever to resubscribe. So you can make sure you're fucking subscribed. I love you guys. Bye.